Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to hand over to Emma Bowen and Dale Ashcroft, our retiring head girl and head boy.
Thank you, Mr. Newell, for your wonderful interactive speech. It's going to be hard to follow. Board of Governors, Headmaster and staff, ladies and gentlemen and pupils, it makes me very proud to be standing here today and giving this speech. I can't quite believe it's been a year since I was awarded head girl. Throughout this year, I have often found my organisational skills lacking, as Mr. James well knows. I've made silly mistakes, and on one occasion, he had to turn the minibus around on the way to a sixth form meal because I forgot everyone's money. However, I can honestly say I have put my utmost efforts into the role of head girl. Fyling Hall is a place I am very sad to be leaving. It has provided me with countless memories, which will stay with me for a long time. As it has been creeping closer to leaving, I have come to appreciate these memories more and more. The friendships made here, as some of you may know yourselves, are ones that will last a lifetime. And this is yet another element of Fyling Hall that makes it so special and memorable. The teacher-pupil relationships are also very strong. Teachers become mentors and matrons become like parents. I'm sure Miss Gilmore and Miss Anders have lost count how many times they've been called mum. I would personally like to thank Miss Gilmore and Miss Anders for being absolutely superb house staff. They have done a great job and I appreciate everything they've done for me. Like parents, the teachers see the pupils growing up year after year. And as we grow up, our sense of embarrassment increases. There is one teacher in particular who thrives on this. He awards the pupil, at the end of every term, in our final assembly, he awards the pupils with cans of Coke for their embarrassing incidences. And I regret to say, I have received a number of these over the years. I would therefore think it rude not to thank Mr. Allen for sharing these embarrassing moments with the entire school. Another factor of Fyling Hall which becomes a big part of everyday life is sport. And I have to admit, like many others, I disliked it a lot when I first arrived. Over the years though, it has grown on me. And this is thanks to Mr. Blackwell and Mr. Allen for being the driving force behind me in hockey. It is because of them I enjoy it so much and will carry on playing when I leave Fyling Hall. I have now been a member of the first team for 4 years, and this year I was awarded captain. At first I struggled with this, but we pulled together as a team and supported each other. And because of this, we won the majority of our matches. So thank you to the first team girls for making it easy for me to captain them. I wish you the best of luck next year, especially in beating the staff at the annual Staff versus Pupils hockey match. As teachers love to embarrass the pupils, I've always wanted to embarrass a teacher, and I'm most definitely going to take this opportunity to do so. A teacher came up to me earlier this year and asked me, "Would you mind buying me a few makeup products?" What made it so shocking was this teacher was a male. I didn't ask any questions because I didn't want to cause offence. But later, Mr. James tried to convince me it was for a stage performance, also informing me the colour was apparently too light for his complexion. After 8 years at Fyling Hall, it is memories like these that stand out the most and make coming to this school an absolute privilege. Like many parents, it was a hard decision for mine to send me to boarding school, but it was possibly the best decision they made for me. I would therefore like to thank my mum and dad for making that hard decision. Fyling Hall was the perfect choice. Fyling Hall is not only a school, but it's a home to many people. It is a welcoming place with a friendly atmosphere and the best staff you can find. If help is needed, it can certainly be found here. And speaking honestly, there is not a single thing I can fault about Fyling Hall. I would now like to pass you over to Dale. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Emma. It seems only 2 minutes ago that I was standing here in sheer amazement at being awarded head boy. As I returned to my seat, one of my friends leaned over and said that they were looking forward to my speech next year. And that was when it dawned on me, and the dread began to set in. Over the past year, I have thought about standing here every day, and thinking of what to say, and the fear and excitement that goes along with it. I would like to think that over this past year I fulfilled the role of head boy to the expectations of Mr. James and the staff. When I think back over the years that I have been a member of Fyling Hall, I can think of many occasions when I have been proud to represent the school. When I first came here 7 years ago, I wasn't sure what to expect, and having my family halfway around the world, it seemed a daunting challenge. But on the other hand, I thought that at least I wouldn't have my parents tell me what to do. Unfortunately, it soon became clear that the matrons did this. However, one of the things that this school has instilled in me, and I'm sure many of my friends, is the independence that will become useful in later years. With a warm environment and support of new friends, Fyling Hall soon became a comfortable home, a home that I enjoyed, and one that I will have warm memories of. Memories that I will cherish forever, memories that will make me come back and visit, such as being told a story by Mr. Weeks that seemed to last an absolute eternity. And actually had nothing to do with what I'd originally asked him. There is one memory I would like to erase though, that of Monday mornings. The words "look alive" are burned into my mind by the sheer number of times they've been shouted at the top of a certain teacher's voice. So thank you, Mr. Allen, for making my Monday mornings that little bit more unbearable. Speaking of Mr. Allen, I'll also remember games lessons vividly. I must admit, before I came to the school, I had no idea what rugby was. I'd never even heard of it. At first, it seemed like I was just standing on a pitch, in shorts, in freezing conditions, and having 7 bells knocked out of me. It didn't appeal to me at all. It didn't help when in my first year, I broke my leg, and all the sports teacher said was, "Get up." They didn't seem to realise that I had 2 knees and 1 leg, though. However, when I went home, my dad pointed out that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So when I returned, I started playing again and enjoyed every aspect of it, and is now something that is part of my life. I hope that I have made my family proud with everything that I have achieved since being at Fyling Hall, and hope that I can continue to achieve in the future, so that I can make my family proud and the school proud too. Over the years, I have worked to the best of my abilities and will continue to do so in the future. Fyling Hall has taught me that. I'd now like to take this time on behalf of Emma and myself to wish our successors the best of luck next year. I'm sure that they will enjoy it as much as we have. We want to thank Mr. James and their teaching staff for what they do and what they will continue to do for the school. The kitchen staff, who both Emma and I have had the pleasure to work with over the years, and our friends for making the time fly by. We will remember the enjoyment that we have shared together and wish them every success in the future. And on a personal note, I would like to thank my parents for choosing such an amazing school for me to attend. Thank you, and have a nice summer.
Thank you to Dale. And I would obviously like to point out, I did then appear on stage, but it was a little too late. Senior school officers, always very difficult, but this year we have decided, and it is a we, it's the school, the staff, we have decided the head girl will be Vicky Weeks and the head boy will be Gary Town. and hopefully they will be ably supported by our senior prefects, Jack Reeves and Isabella Kijaviak. And finally, our two biggies. The Wasson Cup for overall contribution to school life. Could change my mind, but no, it is Emma Bowen. And the Alex Gregg Memorial Award for Outstanding Academic Endeavour, Dominic Schneider. So, ladies and gentlemen, only thing left for me, obviously, is to thank you all for coming today. I hope you've been relatively short and relatively entertaining. I still remain very proud to be the head of such a fantastic school. They say wonderful things on the last day, don't they, with 9 weeks holiday coming up. They don't always say that during the term, but I think the overall feeling is that we're in a wonderful school and we quite like it here. So thank you very much.